And welcome back to Terraria Blue Mage Challenge playthrough, whatever we call it. Our last episode, we tried our best to search the Arctic and found only one cave opening. On the plus side, we found a spider biome, if we ever have need of that. Which something tells me we're not going to. Now there is more to explore, more cave systems, and eventually I'll have to take some bombs there. But as you can see, we kind of, got a small Arctic biome, which means we might have to resort to Arctic fishing. Yes, I know it's snow, I call it Arctic, sorry. So, in terms of upgrades, we won't be getting the Blizzard in a bottle anytime soon, or skates. So instead, what I thought we'd do is look in our atrocious inventory for some bombs. More specifically, we need, I'll make 5 sticky bombs. This way we can still get a merchant in here to buy bombs from. But we're going to go enable our next NPC, which is going to be the Goblin Tinkerer, otherwise known as Mr. Steal Your Money himself. So for this, I'm going to have to, smooth out this area before we get started, and I'll explain, well, basically my thought process going forward. So we obviously need upgrades. I went over that last episode. Talked about different upgrades we can get, how to get them. I need 2 more hearts and we can have max health. There's a crawler heading our way. I should probably wall that off, so get hit by my phalanx strike. Take care of you real quick. I said real quick, please and thank you. There we go. Ooh, vertebrae, something I do not need. So we'll just wall this off. And I'm going to clear out this area, level it up, hopefully making our goblin fight a little bit more bearable. Because remember, it's impossible to lose the goblin fight. It's just a matter of time. So if I have to, I'll speed it up. We'll see how things go. You know what? You can get some necrotic slash. And I just see why I need to build this up a little bit higher. Come on, yep, get stuck. And now, whoops, went too fast. Careful. There we go, nothing should be bothering us now. Except for some slimes. But they're always bothersome and nuisance, aren't they? Nice to have the King Slime upgrade, but we don't have it. And no, that's not the spell we're looking for. Let's see, cut these down, just mine out a little bit of dirt, and then let's go bomb the Crimson, which is right next door. Oh, I'm gonna have a heck of a time purifying this place when we get to hard mode. I have to take some precautionary measures like, sunflowers. They block spread of corruption. And that's gonna be useful. I think you can buy them from dryads, if I remember correctly. I just don't remember how many bosses you have to beat beforehand. And look, some blue dye. I wonder if we're gonna have a use for that. Do you think we will? I don't need to use phalanx, I have my necrotic slash. Gotta remember, optimize, not inconvenience yourself. After all, unless I want to go farming, I have a limited amount of phalanx strike. Now we just mine this out. So yeah, we're gonna fight the goblins. We will win. It's just a matter of time. That's the annoying part, but we will eventually win. I should probably actually do this opposite way. So let's do that real quick. And yes, I'll fill the stairs, don't worry. So yeah, we'll fight the goblin, get the goblin tinkerer, and the main upgrade work. Actually, what am I doing? I need it to be further over. So that way I know where to dig to. I'm doing a million things at once, and I'm not processing properly. So, okay. Enabling speech. We will be getting the Goblin Tinkerer. With that, we will be reforging our items and accessories, mostly, so that way we can get a huge boost to our defense. Because that's kind of the only thing we're facing a problem with right now. We have decent damage, we have range, and honestly 4% of 10 would be like nothing. 20% of 10, a little bit more relevant, but still nothing. And I know we don't actually do 10, we do, 18, but my point still stands. Crit? Yeah, pretty useful. But in terms of numbers, crit would just double our damage, whereas defense, I guess, would also double. Okay, now do I go crit? Actually, no, we'll go defense. Why? Because defense is guaranteed. Crit, with what we have right now, would be like, what, an additional 20% chance on top of 14, so that's only a 34% chance to do double damage. Whereas if we go for warding, that's a guaranteed double damage resistance with armor. So we'll go reforge all our things for warding. I might be saying, isn't this the beginning of a playthrough? How the heck are you going to afford that? To which I say, that's a valid point. Luckily, I have played Terraria for a very, very, very long time. And I know a few things, unless they've changed them, because, well, they're liable to make changes without telling me, but I do know of a good way to get money pretty early on. And I'll give you a hint, it just involves a few trees. You know what, I'll have to take, no, I gotta do this now for the fight. Actually, no, you know what? Now that I have it marked out where we're digging, let's go trigger a goblin invasion. I forgot we have to wait for it to spawn anyways. I was gonna say run through you, but I take knockback. While I'm thinking about it, there we go. And that's gonna get me killed, I feel like, so let's mine this out. Alright, there we go. And the crimson's the other way. We will use our arm, our necrotic slash, just for knockback purposes. Alright, we just need to break, I'll break 2, but we only need to break 1, I believe, to spawn goblins. Then, while we wait for goblins to spawn, we will keep mining that out. Yeah, we'll get warding, and in order to do that, we'll probably have to build up a money farm. But like I said, I have an idea how to do it. And with that, we'll have double the defense, and hopefully that will carry us for a while. And if it doesn't, then I don't know what to do. Oh good, there's a heart. And I left the rest of my bombs at home, didn't I? Yes, I did, so I hope 5 is enough. Okay, bomb right there. Yes, you can use a hammer. I don't have a hammer on me. Yep, the guaranteed firearm first drop. And we're about to get swarmed. I'm prepared to die, but I don't want to. Bomb? Come on, blow up faster. And now bomb goes to drop. Good panic necklace. Sorry, let me try that again. Good, we got the panic necklace. I was panicking when I got it. Let's see. Don't need either one of you, but... Oh, I was gonna put my bomb there. Let's take a chest and put it down some more inventory. I will sort this probably in the next episode. Emphasis on probably. Alright, we have our panic necklace, which increases movement speed when you get hit. So when we combine our claws and spike together, or spike and claw rather, that'll free up an inventory slot and we have something to throw in there. Cool. Mission accomplished. Now, let me put my sticky bomb up. Let's get back to flattening out this area. While we wait for some goblins to spawn. I think. This either triggers a meteorite or goblins. I don't remember. Or both. I really don't remember. Probably should have looked that up. But you know what? I'll give it to until we're done mining this out. Then I'll look it up and see how much of a fool I am. For those of you who know the answer, don't spoil it for the others, please. Alright, with this upgrade... I probably should go find an extra heart to make a heart lantern. I mean, we only need 3 more, that's really not too much to ask. And the regen would be nice, especially early on. Then maybe what we'll have to do is take a trip to the jungle, see if we can get that inklet of wind or whatever it is you can get there, as well as pick up a little bit of honey. Because if we do that, we can max out our health regen. We should, you know what, I gotta go look for some sunflowers. If we get that, we can upgrade our movement speed even more. I'm doing a lot of things I normally never do. And hey, that's part of the challenge run. The fun of a challenge run, I should say. Is you gotta do things you normally wouldn't. Most of the time I just take on the boss fight with a campfire and that's it. But this time I might have to get a bunch of different potions, a bunch of different regen resources that I normally will get later. all that good stuff. Do some reforging, which, let's be honest, if you reforge before, I don't know, I think Skeletron, good cutoff point, depending on the difficulty you're playing on. Definitely Wall of Flesh, but if you're reforging beforehand, I gotta ask what challenge you're doing. Alright, last little bit, and I know they don't guarantee spawn, I think they spawn the next day, so while I wait for night to finish, I will look up the requirements for goblins. I'm pretty sure it's just a health and breaking of the hearts, or orbs, depending on what world you're playing on. Alright, just a little more, and we'll have ourselves a makeshift arena, which is mostly just for optimizing spawn and line of sight for our Phalanx Strike, because it can pierce. And it'd be nice if you can utilize that piercing. Now, go away. Necrotic Slash. It's funny, almost everybody who plays Terraria skips over the zombie arm, unless you're doing like a collect all swords playthrough. I like it. I think it's funny that, maybe not the first enemy, because slimes are technically the first ones you would fight. Maybe the first real one, because slimes can also ignore you, the zombies. You can just rip off an arm and use it as a weapon. I love it. Alright, this is all taken care of. Yes, I will take a hammer to this eventually, do not worry. I'll make it look all nice. But with that being said, let's go wall off our base so the guide does not perish on us, like he's prone to do. There we go. And I will be back momentarily. Hopefully it'll be morning, and hopefully the goblins will be here. Or we're gonna cut back to it being morning, and I'm a fool. Make your guess right now as to what happens. Be right back. Alright, one night later, because it's starting to become sunrise, and I'm thinking I need a bed and a watch, so we actually know the time. And it turns out I was right. You just have to have 200 health, of which we almost have 400, so we're good. It needs to be daytime, needs to have no other invasion going on, and you need to break an orb or heart. So, guess what? I was right, I was not the fool this time. That being said, now comes the fun part. I'm going to sit here until a goblin invasion spawns. It is what I would normally say, but remember, I'm using journey mode only for the sake of speeding things up. I'd just be sitting here anyways, so I'm just going to sit here with time sped up until goblins approach. Luckily, I'm not going to put you through that, so for me, this is faster, but for you, it's as fast as this. See what I mean? That was fast, wasn't it? The goblins are approaching. And you're gonna perish, guide. No way around it. It's gonna happen. I would apologize, but let's be fair. After you play Terraria once or twice, you really don't need them. I mean, I still use the guide for recipes, but you know, you can also just make a list on your own, or you can just have a better memory. Alright, there it is. Goblin Army has arrived. So, the question is, how many times will we perish before we, well, complete the event? Yeah, this is going to be a little annoying, I do apologize, but hey, anybody who's taken on the goblins knows how this works. It's just I would say a survival match, but it's more of a test of patience than a survival match. As you can see from this side, we can infinitely pierce our enemies. And we're already at 5%. Careful of the archers. No, we're gonna perish. The archers are the real problem in this event. Just the archers. Because these brutes, well, you can stun lock them as you can see with knockback. And if you... Oh, look at that. I'm outside their range. Haha, you can't hit me now. My Phalanx Strikes outreaches your bows. And of course, if they get stun locked. And there's a slime in the sky for some reason. You coming to help me? Actually, why would you? I tried to kill your king, what, 3 times now? Okay, get on the other side. There we go. And there's another sorcerer. Go away. Actually, this is working out a lot better than some of my other playthroughs. Whoa, 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 that's a lot of bows. There we go. Outrange him. Look at that. Phalanx Strikes beats arrow range. This is actually going to be a lot easier. I might not even die once. Hope you made your predictions, how many times I'll perish, because it looks like I might break that record. And as I say that, 2 mages spawn. backed by an army of archers, 3 mages. But see, this is why you flatten out the land. Makes it so much easier. It's all about the arenas in Terraria, I'll tell you that much. All about the arenas you build. Heck, I'm not even getting... Oh, I am getting my regen. Alright, at this rate... do I do another cut or not? Actually, the question is why I ran out of Failing Strike before I ran out of this. You know what? I'm gonna save you guys the trouble. Because clearly, we've all seen the Goblin fight. We know how this is going to go. I mean, I'm showing you how it's working right now. I'm just gonna stand here until they're dead. So we'll be back probably about 95%-ish, if I remember. However, we'll be back. My palm, not yours. And we're back at 98%, and yeah, I have not, and there it is, defeat. Turns out this was a lot easier. I should build arenas like this more often. Craft their ability to spawn from anything but one side and have Pierce. And you have a very, very, very easy win. I was expected to die at least 5 times. Although I am almost out of Failing Strike. But, you know what? The guide lived. The Goblin lived. Got 6 money, which is good, because we're gonna have to do some reforging, but our main objective is complete. Goblins have been vanquished with means. Next episode, we gotta build some housing. Oh, great. I remember, I challenged myself to build a new unique house every time. What the heck am I gonna build for a Goblin? Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been TheMechanist, logging off. Until next time.